Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning. Listen, I hope everybody can hear me. This is my first time using this kind of platform, and we want to um, go right in on this morning and get right down to business. I hope everybody's doing fine and wonderful this morning. Do me a favor because I believe we have somewhat lost our ability to uh, post on Facebook for some reason right now. I can't figure it out. However, do me a favor. For those of you that will, I will try to send this and try to connect it somehow, some way to other streaming platforms. And we will try to get this word out. So do me a favor, invite somebody here to the YouTube channel, and we will try to get the word out as quickly as possible. Today, I'm not going to prolong the time. I'm not going to try to figure it out right now because I want to go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty. I wanted to talk today on the subject of betrayal, um, betrayal, and deriving from pretty much the very familiar passage of scripture. I'm sorry, very familiar uh, scripture text, rather, uh, coming from the story of Judas. And I believe uh, it should always be uh, taught why things happen or what was the deeper motive behind someone's actions or something like that. And I wanted to come on and be able to give you that answer to why was the reason why Judas was so willing to disappoint Jesus um, and betray him. There we go. I'm sorry. And I wanted to make sure that all of us were able to understand his motive. Judas, let me type this in. Okay, there we go. So I wanted to make sure that we fully understood the reasons why Judas did what he did. The motive behind Judas' betrayal uh, was more than just a money thing. So let's get that out there. That it was not just about finances or being broke or wanting more money, but Judas had a motive, and his motive was simply because he wanted. What's the word I'm looking for? He wanted to self promote. He had an agenda. He had uh, something that was pressing him, and he felt like it should be, or it should take first priority over what the mind and the mission of what Jesus had in store for his people. Uh, we will discover in today's lesson that, like some people, they will see you doing things, moving things, and will project, if you will, their own motive. They'll project their own motive, and when they begin to project their own motive, their own means interrupt with what you have going on. And it's sad because it puts us, or you, the individual, with a mandate or a charge in a place where you're now uncomfortable. You're now feeling somewhat lost. And when I say lost, I mean simply, I cannot be what you want me to be for you because I'm on a mission. And God has certainly sanctified my mission. And God gave Jesus the mission. So therefore, Jesus was to carry it out, irregardless to what Judith had in store. And the reality is, Judas wanted the power of Israel restored. He wanted the power of Israel restored. And because that was not on Jesus's forefront of his mind, he sought anger. He sought revenge, and he just spazzed out, if you will. And with that being said, sometimes when you do things like that, hold on one second. When you do things like that, you put yourself in a place just like where Judas was. He was pushed in a position. Well, he wasn't pushed in a position, but he allowed himself to go down a rabbit hole, if you will. And when he allowed himself to go down this rabbit hole, he found himself at a point where he felt like he could not return. So, because Jesus did not want to do things his way, it caused such great distraught. It caused such great dismay. And it caused Judas to betray Jesus. And when we look at the dynamics behind the betrayal, here was a man that Jesus had placed in charge of the finances. Jesus knew all along that he was stealing, and things were coming up short, and so on and so forth. And it was basically setting the tone for where things were headed. This betrayal should be, or could be, looked at as something that we knew it was going to happen, if you will.